What's up guys, it's James from James Reptiles, and today I have my hopefully female yearling corn snake. She just shed out. She is a reverse Okatee. If you follow me on Instagram, James Reptiles, you'll know that she just shed out today and she's looking real pretty. Personally I like the male better. She's got more of a sherbet color and he's more of like a high tangerine orange peel looking color. So with that, I actually decided to name her Tangerine. Today's video, we're actually going to be talking about why I've been naming all my animals and why I think if you're getting started in the hobby, it's a good idea to name your animals, especially if you want to breed. And I'll go over some reasons why people don't name and all that stuff. But personally, I started naming because I kept as just a couple pets. And as time went on, I said, you know, I have these animals and I'm breeding their food to save money. What if I just bred the animals and I could produce myself some more and I could sell some offspring and the hobby can kind of pay for itself. And at the beginning I had a fat tail and I said, you know what, I'll buy a male. I actually bought a male and a female, so I had a trio. And the male and female pair that I purchased were very low quality. And I said, you know what, it's fine, I'll put a little bit in, I'll make some fat tail geckos and I'll sell them and I'll make my money and it'll be fine. And part of the reason that never really came to fruition, now I did breed them the last 2 years, but I since forth sold the male and have 6 new breeder females that have either been bred or purchased, is because quality. No one wants to buy really bad animals, and there are people who want to buy them, but they're going to lowball you and you're not going to get much, if anything, that you think they're worth. Now what I've learned in my experience is that high-end, really nice looking animals do the best. So from this point on, unless I'm buying wholesale or something, I want pick of the clutch. That happened with the Vietnamese blue beauty snake. If you follow me on this channel, you'll know I've been trying to get a Vietnamese blue beauty snake. My phone broke, I had to buy a new phone. That was kind of the budget for the snake, unfortunately. And by the time I got a new phone, the person who I was first in line for a clutch had already accepted offers on half the clutch. There were a couple females left, and I hadn't seen pictures of any of them, but I knew I wasn't gonna get the top pick. And I said, that's a snake where it's really variable, depending on how much browns and grays you get. You really want that gray blue. It's really variable. The odds of me getting the gray blue that I want are pretty low. So you know what, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna pass. Instead of buying that snake and spending money I didn't have on it anyway, I'm gonna buy myself my seller's permit, my business license. I'm gonna start vending shows this year. And one thing I wanna key on is quality. Part of the hobby, if you're into crested geckos and you follow some of the big breeders, and I have a couple people at work who really follow the big breeders, all their breeder cresteds have names. So when you get a baby, when they post pictures of a baby for sale, they post the 2 parents and the parent names. And you can go back and look up photos of those parents, and they'll show you parent pictures that are fired up and not fired up. And you'll see the baby and say, all right, well, they've had this many babies, and you know what the baby's kind of going to look like as an adult, and you know if it's going to be really nice or not as nice. Crested geckos are kind of all nice. They all get better with age. But I kind of want to do that with all my animals. So this right here is Sherbet. She's orange like sherbet, and her counterpart I'm going to name Tangerine, just because he's that vibrant orange. And I can't wait another 2 years so I can breed these corns, and come the next couple months I'm going to end up getting either a trio of corns. I'm going to wholesale some more through work. I'm going to pick a different morph. If you have a morph that you'd like to see me purchase, it's mostly some of the basic morphs, or like 2 morphs in 1 snake. And of course it's a corn snake wholesaler. There's probably other stuff mixed in I don't know about, and there's probably other hidden genes or hets or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know that much about corns. I just know these were really pretty and I wanted those. I wanted to make those. But I'm gonna pick another morph, and they were depending on the morph, $20 to $45 a piece. I'll probably spend $100, $150, and I'll get a nice little trio. I'll probably buy more than a trio's worth, because I'll end up probably male heavy because it's kind of the way it works. That'll give me a chance to sex them out, and hopefully at least I get a female and I'll keep the nicest male if that's what ends up happening. And I'm going to do this every year. I'm going to get another group of snakes, whether it's cord snakes, maybe something else. I'm going to do it with my king snakes. Of course, that will be up to size the same time as these corns are. And the reason I'm doing that is because when these corns hit 3 years old and the female's mature and the male's been mature for a year, of course, males at 2, females at 3. That's kind of the rule of thumb for corns. If I breed them and I hold back the ones I want, guess what? That's another 3 years till I have more than one breeding pair of snakes. And of course, I would hold back the adults and breed them again the next year and have more babies. And then the cycle starts where I have a pair grown up each year, or whatever I keep is grown up each year, 3 years after the original start. But what I want is, I want more. I want to grow my business exponentially. Putting $100, $150 a year into a couple cord snakes isn't a lot. I breed my own mice. The mouse food isn't super expensive. It's like $30 to $40 for a 50-pound bag, depending on where you get it. I know some places, especially on Amazon, shoot. Sometimes it's really expensive on Amazon. Sometimes like twice the price. Sometimes it's a lot less than that. Other news that's going on, Sacramento Reptiles coming up. It's just over a month out, and I will be at Glenn's Reptiles booth along with Armando Palacios, possibly Scott Menifee. I think Trent from Trent's Reptiles, or Geck Bros is his new Instagram handle. Voice crack. I believe he'll be sharing. We'll all kind of buy a bunch of booths together and hang out and have a good time. Our boss, Trent and I's boss, Miller from Lizard King Reptiles, something like that. He's going to be selling some stuff. Of course, Sacramento, my company that I work for, will be there. I don't name them, but it's so easy to find out who they are. I can legally say, but I'm not going to, because they get all like, oh, well, if you're gonna say it, we want to make sure all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna worry about that, so I'm just not gonna say it. Good company, like family to me, and they let me have opportunities like this where I can buy wholesale animals for real cheap and work with them. One thing I want to talk about is my other passion. I've been into it a lot lately, a lot more. If you are prominent on YouTube, you might know the Stradman and Captain Sparkles. Especially everyone knows Captain Sparkles is a Minecraft YouTuber, but both those people have something in common, and what that is their love for cars and their love for supercars. Now, I'm extremely in love with supercars and expensive cars and hypercars and stuff like that. I'm a Lamborghini fanboy. I don't know everything there is to know. I just know they're pretty, they go fast, and I love them. It's kind of my dream to own a Lamborghini, and I'd love to be, if you haven't checked out the Stradman, go check him out on YouTube, the Stradman. He's got probably like 2 million subscribers now. Currently speaking, he's got a manual Gallardo, Aventador, 2012 Aventador. I think they just sold the McLaren. He bought the Jeep Gladiator, and he just did a Hellcat swap and flew the axle just the other day. The Focus RS, and he just got the new Supra, the 2020 Supra, the Mark V. So go check him out. He is killing it out there. I really love his videos. At some point, I would love to work with animals to the point where I can take my car and start. It's got the fake. I don't know what you call them, the fake rims where they're not full iron rims. They have like the covers. I'd like to change those out. Get the neon headlights. There's a lot of stuff I want to do to my car. Or at the end of the day, I might pay my car off and sell it and buy something different. Something that's maybe easier to modify, or there's more parts available. That's kind of also a thing I want to get into. And part of that would be owning a house with maybe a 2 or 3 car garage, It's just something I want to do, and it's definitely a passion of mine that's starting to blossom. And I think being in love with cars and nice animals can go hand in hand, because they don't have to put up one for the other. You know, the seasons are fairly separate, and of course, one's at home and one's on the streets. So, with that being said, there's not much else going on today. I just wanted to show off this snake and talk about why I name my animals. If you ever see an animal on my channel that doesn't have a name, or even on Instagram, don't be afraid to comment a name, and it'll definitely be considered. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell someone about the channel. Like I said, I will be at the Sacramento Reptile Show, and hopefully shows prior to that, post that, shows after that. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamesWithReptiles, Facebook at James Welter, and you can even email me at jameswithreptiles@gmail.com. Have a good day.